Hello, Grumpy Old Fart here. Uh, I like. I'm an old fart, and Grumpy Old Fart. That's me. And I like a lot of older TV series. And my wife and I try to find good stuff to watch on TV, and it's hard nowadays. So when I have time, like at work or whatever, I need background noise because I work nights, or if I'm at home alone for whatever reason, and the wife's at work or whatever, I turn on some old TV series that I enjoyed back when I was young. And I'm going to give a prop out here to my friend Jesse, who showed me this particular series years ago, and I immediately fell in love with it. The very first episode of this that I saw was horror. I want to say it was called Horror in the Heights. It was about the Louisiana swamp monster. It was really good. This is called Kolchak the Night Stalker, the TV series. And anyone who knows me will tell you that I'm a huge fan of quirky paranormal television. Well, this is the mother. This is, in this case, the father, maybe the weird uncle of quirky horror television. Paranormal television, I should say. And for this, I give you Carl Kolchak. Carl Kolchak he was a news reporter. He worked for a newspaper, and he ran around chasing stories. He worked for. They did two movies in the beginning. It was The Night Stalker in 1972 and The Night Strangler in 1973. And right after that, they started doing Kolchak the Night Stalker. And the first two, he was working for different newspapers. I want to say one was in Las Vegas, and then the second one was in Seattle. But then they moved to Chicago, and he worked for the INS, the Independent News Service. And it was a newspaper, and they put out independent news. And Carl Kolchak was the guy who chased down monster stories, paranormal stuff, The premise basically was he chased down these strange, bizarre, supernatural forces, including monsters, aliens, witches, Satanists. They have one that's a really good one called The Devil's Platform, where an American politician has made a deal with the devil for success, and it's really good. He chases down a succubus, and all of this in his little yellow Mustang. So, yeah, he's a bad suit. Carl is an obnoxious, rude, outspoken, and obsessively determined little guy in a bad suit with a seersucker jacket, with a cheap straw hat and tennis shoes. And he carried around his tape recorder and his camera, and with the flash on it, because it was in the 70s, and it was freaking brilliant. It was wonderful. It was funny. Oddly enough, educational, because you learned a lot about real life while he's chasing these monsters. It's weird. It's hard to explain, but just trust me on that. The stars: Darren McGavin played Carl Kolchak. Simon Oakland played Tony Vincenzo, which was his editor, the guy he worked for, his boss. Jack Greenidge, Ruth McDevitt, they had lots of really big name guest stars. Richard Keel was in this. Jamie Farr, Kathy Lee Crosby, Larry Linville, Keenan Wynn, John Fiedler, Tom Skerritt. He played the politician that made the deal with the devil. He's really good in it. Really great actors. Eric Estrada's in this. I'm serious. It's really, really good. If you get the chance to watch this, it's like I said, I cannot push this enough. It's only 24 episodes. They only had one season from 1974 to 1975 season. And here's the kicker: the X-Files creator, the creator of the X-Files, named Chris Carter. He said that this series, Kolchak the Night Stalker, was instrumental and influenced him when he created the X-Files. So this is kind of the precursor. And as a matter of fact, Darren McGavin actually guest starred in the X-Files. He was the predecessor to Fox Mulder in the X-Files in that show in the FBI. So there are definite ties here, and they gave Darren McGavin his props when they did that show. I highly recommend this if you enjoy quirky paranormal stuff. He chases everybody from vampires to monsters to aliens. It's really good. If you get the opportunity, check it out. You can see a lot of them for free on YouTube, but not as many as I'd like. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.